Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the online class. Our topic for today is methods of separating mixtures. Methods of separating mixtures. So, there are almost many ways from which we can separate mixture, whether it is a homogeneous mixture or a heterogeneous mixture. So, the first method that comes is hand picking. Okay, hand picking. So in our home we have seen a grandmother or a mother while cooking they are separating grains the from the grains. Okay, they are separating kinds of stones that comes in the rice or any kind of grains they are separating. So and this is done by their hands. Okay, they pick up by their hands. Similarly, if we take a bowl and we put lots of grains, in that, and we put some stones in that. Okay, so it is very easy to differentiate between the grains and the stones. So we can easily pick up by our hands. So this method is known as hand picking. Okay, then winnowing. Okay, now what is winnowing? It is a method that the farmers use when they have harvested the crop. So what happens here? A farmer gets to an height. And from the height, with the help of a plate, he just throws the grains to the ground. The grains being a heavy particle, it falls down, and the hay or the calf, it flies high with the help of the wind. Okay, and the grain is collected. This is known as winnowing. Then what is loading? Loading is basically from the river water. When the river water gets dirty, okay, and it is collected in a beaker. Since it is a muddy water, they put some alum. What is alum? Alum is basically a white kind of stone that you have seen maybe your fathers using after the shaving. Okay, they put on their face. That is an alum. So they put the alum, and this alum helps the mud to settle it down in the beaker, and we get a fresh clean water. Okay, this is known as loading. Then centrifugation. What is a centrifugation? Most of you have a washing machine at home. So what happens in the washing machine, that cabin, when we put the clothes inside, it starts rotating. Okay, so for an example, if this is the cabin, we put the clothes over here, and it starts rotating. So what happens? The soap water helps the dirt to settle in the corners of the cabin or the vessel inside the washing machine, and we get the clean clothes. This is done because of the centrifugation force and the velocity that helps in the spinning of the cabin inside the washing machine, and this spinning helps the dirt to settle down on the sides of the washing machine. Sieving. So what is a sieving? Sieving is basically a method from which we separate a bigger particle from a fine particle. This is mostly used in the construction side. And at our home also. So what is a sieve? Sieving is done by sieve. A sieve is a round container with lot of pores in the center. So in the construction site, the labor, what he does, he puts lots of sand, and he shakes the sieve left and right. Okay, and from the left and right shaking, the fine particles of the sand, it collects in the down, and the stones or the pebbles are collected on the top of the sieve. This is also done in our home, where our mother, they take a sieve, they put the wheat flour and they shake to collect the fine wheat flour, and the hay is left over on the top. This is called sieving. This method is called sieving, and this is done to separate the bigger particles from the finer particles. The principle of the sieving is the size of the particles. Okay, this is done by the size of the particle. The principle is to, from the fine particles, they separate the bigger particles. Now, magnetic separation. What is a magnetic separation? Magnetic separation is the separation between a mixture which has a magnetic substance and a non-magnetic substance. A magnetic substance and a non-magnetic substance. So what happens here? This is a separation of sand and iron pin. Okay, this is a iron pin. So what happens? There are lots of iron pins in the sand. Now this can also be done by hand picking, but the easiest method is to bring a magnet. Okay, is to bring a magnet. This magnet, when will put near the sand, it will attract all the iron particles, and the sand will be left over. This is done by the principle of the magnetic substance and the non-magnetic substance. The separation of magnetic substance and the non-magnetic substance. This full process is known as magnetic separation. Then filtration. Okay, now what is a filtration? It is a process by which separate the liquid from a solid. We separate a liquid from a solid. Now in a beaker, there is a solution of water and sand. Means this is a dirty water. And this is a solution of a sand and water. Now we need to get the water out of the sand. So what we will do is, we'll take a filter paper. This is a filter paper. We'll fold it into half, and this will make into a cone. Okay, and this cone will be put inside a funnel. This cone of the filter paper will be put inside a funnel, and this water solution will be poured in the filter paper. So what will happen? The sand particles will be collected in the filter paper, and the water will be flowing drop by drop, and will be collected in another beaker. We'll get the water from the sand. This process is known as filtration. Evaporation. So what is an evaporation? Evaporation is basically separating of the solid particles from the liquid particles. So in the previous filtration process, we have separated the sand from the sand from the water, but since sand is an insoluble particle, we have separated it from the filter paper. Now since if we mix salt in water, how to get a soluble solid from a solution? So we take a beaker, we make a mixture, we make a solution of salt and water. We put salt and water. So how to separate? This separation is done by the process of evaporation. What we will do is, we'll place this beaker on a Bunsen burner. We'll put and we'll place into a Bunsen burner. Now with time the water will get heated up and it will start evaporating. It will start evaporating. Now slowly what will it happen? The complete water will be evaporated and the leftover will be the salt in the base of the beaker, in the base of the beaker, and the full solution will be separated by evaporation and will get the salt back, will get the salt back. This is done when there is a soluble solution. There is a soluble solution. When it is an insoluble solution, we can get it from the filtration process. Now you have to think which process need to be applied, which method need to be applied. So till now we have covered 8 processes. Okay, rest will complete in the next class. So I would like each and everyone to make a note of the lesson and make an activity from yourself, in your own words, to solve all these methods of separation in your chemistry copy. Thank you.